time to play rollerball!
I'd sooner get Munson out here in the middle of nowhere than lose face in front of my friends and family.
Whoa. What'd you just say?
I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things.
Someone isn't gonna like that.
I'm nothing! I'm Maybelline! I have something to say. It's better to burn out than to fade away. That's what justice says.
Oh, really?
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Get over that! What? It's cowboy shit!
You fucking hold up, well then there, motherfucker! Yes! I like it.
What's your biggest fear?
Chicks with red hair, you heard? Lindsay Lohan, the logo from Wendy's, female leprechauns.
I think I know the answer, but are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Nah, man, I'm just alert.
What's your favorite season?
Oregano.
What's the last compliment you got?
Yo, man, the other day some chick told me I smell tired. I was like, yeah, you're right, girl, I am tired.
Do you have any goals that you're working towards right now?
Goals? Man, I ain't played soccer since middle school. Yo, if you eat too much cheese, you're gonna evaporate.
What's your favorite color of M&M?
I like the chocolate ones.
What's the last place you got kicked out of?
Oh, man, yo, I got kicked out of the public pool for going number 3 in the water, you heard?
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
Well, the jerks still called. They're running out of you.
Well, let me tell you something, brother!
I coalesce the fate of human experience into a viable and logical comprehension.
Oh, a bullshit artist.
I just want to announce
No big deal! Well, let me tell you something, brother!
What's going on, gang? I'm one of your hosts, YoJoeJerk, right there on the little thing in the corner. Anyway, welcome to TNT. I'm gonna get this show rolling right away because I ain't got shit to say. So let's get the man with the headache in here, and I'm gonna get real low because I don't wanna disturb things.
I'm gonna work through this. What's up, Jerk? What's up, Raw Dogs? Real quick, I'm gonna do some. Usually I kiss ass at the end. I'm gonna kiss a little ass right now. Monday we had a half naked girl on in the Raw Dogs. We didn't ask them to, they could do whatever they want to do. They're grown men, and they were respectful. They were insightful. They asked good questions. So props to the Raw Dogs. So we cultivated a crew of fucking men and some females that, when it's time to be an adult, other than me, I'm, the rest of us will be
You were
adults.
well behaved.
Yeah. So
People
great job.
were like, oh no, Gaines, this is gonna be crazy.
No, I mean,
I'm
listen.
like, no.
I know how a road,
Pro.
right? A road game for whenever I have the opportunity to be on another show, it's awkward at first. It's a road game. You don't know how the audience is going to open up to you. So props to them, and props to our next two lovely co-hosts. Get them in here.
You got it, buddy. I got that for you. Timmy, how you doing? Disavowed action figures.
3 quick points. First of all, to quote the intro, woo 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 woo. Secondly, great show on Monday. Enjoyed watching it.
Thank you.
Thirdly, best part of the show is where Gaines busted out. Okay, I asked those deep, hard-hitting questions. I'm getting a little weird right now. I'm gonna get a little weird, and we all kind of just like, what's he gonna say?
I mean,
You were fine. You were fine, Gainsey. You were
I'm not a fetish guy. I want to fuck a robot, sure, but I'm not like a peanut butter on the bottom of the foot putting weird shit on your nuts. I just like I like the basic shit, but I like whatever. Let's get Skelly in here. I don't want to get fucking too crazy.
And speaking of firecrackers,
what's up, everybody?
Hello, Skelly. Welcome.
Hey. Hello.
So, why don't we just get what do we got there? What did I miss?
By the way, like,
I'm not a fetish guy.
That's exactly what a fetish guy would say.
yeah, I'm not trying to get pegged. I want to do the pegging. You know what I mean? What are we talking? We're going to talk about. We have a big show tonight. Let me getting sidetracked. It's the fucking medication, man.
It's
the bear aspirin.
The man has a headache. Give him a pass, okay?
Yeah, a normal person has a headache. They take bear aspirin. Gaines smokes meth.
Great.
Yeah.
What have we done?
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Alrighty then.
And I didn't get that thing up there on time. So there you go. We're there. We're here. Cody, thank you so much. Skelly, if you want to get this one.
Yeah, with an iron fist and a reptile hiss, we will rule. Thursday Night Thunder, baby. Raw dog.
Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Cody.
It's awesome.
Skelly, real quick before we get into this, Mcfarlane, you have a different light going on. You look brighter.
Yeah,
You look
yeah.
more. Yeah.
I felt like comic book, like, with the green and the purple.
Yeah.
You're usually chilling in the dark, though.
The blue,
I mean?
Oh, it's still dark in here.
Well, to adjust things for next week, I'll go darker and dingier here.
Ooh,
I'll just turn off the other lights. We don't want to throw off the average of the show, so I'll bring a little darker back here to kind of offset the lightness on her end.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, and speaking of which, I knew something felt off. There we go. All right, Gaines. We have very little Mcfarlane this week.
Okay.
He blew his wad last week.
And listen, I forget that girl's name. I know she was actually in the Mcfarlane groups asked for a lot, not as much as say Poison Ivy, for example. But people do ask for her. I think she fulfills the lanterns, I believe.
Okay, I thought she was a Legion of superhero character at first.
I forget. I thought this was a 2-pack, but I could see the edge of the box on that black side of the card. So it's not a 2-pack, which is good. So, another deep dive character that the line needs. So,
and which Green Lantern is this? Because this is fucking ridiculous.
It's like
if I painted that navy blue, it would
don't
look
like
him
the Tick at all.
It would look like the Tick. Just put fucking antennas on there. All right.
And do you know who the hell we're looking at?
I got nothing. All I know is you mentioned the Tick, and I think I saw you guys something during the week that there's a Tick
Garrett has it
now. So
Garrett's and Garrett probably knows he's in the multiverse groups. She is pretty sought after. So I think by the end of the year, we'll have Scarecrow, we'll have Poison Ivy.
Oh no.
I see her and I just think
literally.
I think she's a Skrull right away. I'm like, is she a Skrull?
Yeah.
Skrull? That's what I see. Skrull.
She got a nice
Justin, feel better, man. Skelly, you want to get this one?
Pushing those chips to the center of the table.
Ooh.
Wow.
Feel better.
No.
Hey, Gaines, I'll trade you my COVID-19 for your headache. LOL.
Sorry, man.
I got COVID like 4 times already, man. Like it's like nothing now when I get it. I'm just like I'm sick for a week, whatever.
So, real quick, last week when I went to the doctor because I couldn't stop coughing, so I thought maybe I had COVID. I have insurance. Went to the doctor. This kid comes in, swabs my nose. He leaves. Lady comes in, swabs my nose. She leaves. He comes back in with another swab. I was like, yo. What the fuck are you get you pranking me? He's like,
yeah.
He thought I was a different person. I was like, I was like, dude, you're not swabbing
like clowning you.
By my math, there's at least 3 different Toy Gains clones being generated right now.
Absolutely.
God.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Don't have COVID though. I have some allergies or something fucked up. This is bullshit.
Yeah, because we're going humid and then it's dry and then it's humid and then it's dry. It'll fuck you up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's making me feel like shit. So
just looking at me.
Yeah.
I wish these fucking things were articulated. They look.
Yeah. Oh
The,
my god.
the saturation on the color, the muscle texture. Tim, you're the fucking Marvel fan. What do you think, man?
They do look nice, and I think you mentioned one week Gainsey, or somebody did. It wasn't you. That was this. Mcfarlane trying to say like, "Hey Hasbro." I'm sorry. Hey Disney. Sorry. Hey Disney. Just so you know, if you wanted to switch over, I can make these things move. They do look good. They do look good.
I saw the Thor at GameStop today, and I like when statues have a cloth wired cape as well, and it has that.
Shit, I didn't know that.
So impressive, but I'm not a statue guy, as most of us are not.
Yeah, that's some like sideshow collectible shit. When you put a soft goods cloak on a statue, like
I'm not
do that, and you don't see that on the plastic GameStop statues. That's impressive.
And I know I'm a McFarlane fucking chill, but even if you don't, you gotta admit these statues do look good.
Yes.
There it is. The DiCaprio meme. There it is.
Yeah.
No.
See, I wish they would take this one step further and just
the knees are articulated, right?
Isn't it fresh monkey fiction? Like, just make Marvel Legends and you'll sell them like a mother.
2 more inches taller and articulate the elbows.
I would buy I would almost buy every figure on this page, minus like 2. Like, seriously, Grendel Prime, one of my favorites. Savage Dragon, one of my favorites. Mage, Kevin Matchstick, that's one of my favorites. Like, Grendel's daughter, you're like,
And you know what? And there
Arthur,
it is.
Like,
one
this
of
is
my favorites.
Amazing.
Mystery figure, my favorite.
But another Rocketeer too. Anybody who makes the Rocketeer, it sells out and then it becomes money. So like I brought this in just to be like, like take it one step further.
Right.
When I first saw them, I didn't know what
Monster
they
Force
were.
sells well? Like this would outsell Monster Force
man.
any day of the week. Like to get these characters like Marvel Legends.
We said last week how with the Star Trek people, which there was a comment, by the way, about the Trekkies. I saw that comment.
Yep.
There's those other niches that are out there. So there's definitely like a tick community. Like you mentioned Savage Dragon. Like if they made these things articulated like a legend, they would freaking sell like insanity. But again, you got to wonder like what's the license? What are they pay? What are they allowed to make? Blah 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 blah. All the business stuff we don't know.
They are fun though. I mean, you can't deny that they're not at least fun to look at.
Oh, they are fun as hell to look at. It kills me because I'm like, there's like all the Matt Wagner characters up there. So, and Savage Dragon, shit. And I think the one down on the bottom's his son. So you're getting him and his son, Malcolm Dragon. So if you notice, his shade's a little darker. So I think it's really cool that they did that.
Malcolm Dragon, what a name!
I was just thinking,
well,
good name.
Honestly, he has been the main Savage Dragon in the book for like the last like 70 issues. Like it's been about him.
Yeah.
So, all right, our boys at Harbinger Studios.
Now, did anyone catch Jerk? Did you catch the pre-order, or I guess stipulations, if you want to go for this?
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, yeah, if you pay for it up front, you're getting a great deal.
So if I read it right, I was not driving. I was at a light when I read it. Okay. I don't want to incriminate myself. So I just saw it real quick. And Tim,
I did not have Entomans in my hand either.
I think if I think
with my knees.
Eating a fucking donut, driving, looking at chicks.
Yes.
The fucking back door open, donuts flying up.
Takis and donuts all over the freeway.
Here we go. So real quick to that, let us know in the comments down below what song would be playing in the radio given that moment. Just let us know that. Skelly will show you
some Poison or White Snake song.
Yo, I was thinking Guns N' Roses.
I do like Guns N' Roses and Rat.
Yeah,
Winger,
maybe
Scorpion.
rat.
I was gonna say rat.
I was gonna say the
Call
fucking
me rat.
Scorpions. I was gonna say the Scorpions. Rock me
Oh,
like a
that's
hurricane.
yeah, yo,
Yeah.
that's such a good song.
Well, listen, the pre-order, for fuck's sake, I think you could plunk 5 down and it secures your purchase. If you pay everything up front, you get a little more with your purchase.
Yep.
And the pre-orders are open until May 2nd. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's killer.
not 6 hours, not 6 minutes like Mcfarlane.
Yeah,
Fucking another 2 months.
and you're literally getting it. If you pay up front, it's like $20 off.
That's
So
all. That has to be the
Yeah,
it's almost unheard of.
Yeah, and like the retail price is uncomfortable for me, but
Yes.
the just pay for it now and you'll get it later is like perfect. The $59.99 or it's $60, perfect.
We did see it in person and we gushed over it though, so at least we know.
Yeah, and the photos really are fucking excellent this time. Like, holy shit, look at that thing.
I want to say, what was the total? $80 or something like that.
Yeah, I think like regular retail when he's out will be $80.
Yeah, so it's cheaper than Loose Collector and Mezco. So there's that. And
well,
for
not even that. Well, not even that. This will come with more shit.
Songs.
You know what I mean? This comes with more shit than Loose Collectors.
Yes. It's a dope figure.
Here's the thing. Look at the heads. Like, you can reconfigure the helmet. I'll show you on the next slide. But, dude, you can redo the helmet any fucking way you want. Like, that's crazy.
It's dope.
Like, that's almost like too much. Like, do you really need that? So it is really cool.
The dogs are putting together quite the fucking playlist for me.
Yeah, we could make a soundtrack.
I like it. I like it.
You're gonna be slinging talkies at twice the speed with that music playing in the background.
Yeah, man.
All right, next time I'm up in Newburgh, we'll film it as a short. Driving with your knees, your hands full, shit all over the freeway. And this is what I'm saying.
It's raining.
Yeah, like RoboCop when they blow the fucking money up and it's flying out the back of the truck. It'll just be Takis and Entenmann's. You blew up the fucking Takis.
It's a good day.
And like I said, I think already this comes with more shit than Loose Collector. I mean, he's got armor, second head, like a million different necklaces, fucking everything. So for $60, super on the money.
Dope release. Just you need a and this looks, listen, we bashed this last week.
Because I didn't know that it had a really good head sculpt.
And what do you think now? It totally changes the game a little bit on this. What?
Not for fucking $100.
True.
I don't know.
it's expensive.
And not only that, it's gonna have shit articulation.
It does.
So,
this is basically the buck of the.
Yeah. So I don't want to kick anybody while they're down. Like these things are sculpted good.
Yeah.
Like I have Tigra. She is sculpted nicely. Her articulation is stupid. She is an overtly expensive figure. Like when you move her legs, her ass doesn't look right anymore.
No, you got to keep her standing.
She literally has to stand straight to look.
And she has a teardrop knee. That's awkward.
Yeah, and they're just not engineered good. They're sculpted great. They're not engineered good.
And what does that sound like, Jerk? Sculpted great can't move.
Yeah.
Statue.
Yes. So
KJ Smith sums it up perfectly. Articulation is fucking whack, yo.
Yeah, for the money. For the money.
Yeah,
dude.
for the money. It's very
if these were like
very Mcfarlane-ish, but
yes.
McFarlane is $22.
Yeah. Like if these were like $39.99,
yes.
You would not hear me like trashing them. But when I paid $100 for Tigra and like literally the cat that comes inside is from like a gift shop, like from the Midwest, you know, like there was nothing special about it. It was a chunk of plastic that didn't move. You know what I mean? And then the figure's like maybe like $8 POA, like maybe. And like if you move that shit too hard too, it'll break. I've seen people break that shit. And that isn't a coincidence, friends. It's not good engineering. So I do love this.
I do like the way it looks too. I can't sit here and say that I'm not.
It looks awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Like it looks fucking incredible. But I think that's your range of motion right there.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
it.
think, yeah, like my fucking King Conan could fly through the air better than a fucking Marvel Legends Spider-Man. So if this is $100, I would kick up the extra $50 to get a Mezco one. You know what I mean? On the aftermarket.
Someone mentioned if you do get it directly from the source, it is 70 or 75. So there is that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to go down to their shop and see if they sell them there, and then I'll just buy it from their shop.
I did say that.
Well, I'll save on shipping, so I'm like, maybe I'll go there and see what's going on. So, but apparently, I think like the Frazetta family, like the two brothers, like one made a deal with Icons, and then the other made a deal with like Savage Cruise.
Well, they're pimping the line out, and I have no problem with it. Let everyone make fucking Conan. You know, Super 7 still does. If NECA would make it again, it'd be great. So Conan, we all love him. He's the original fucking like key.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really good, but I would still, for the money, just be like, just pay the extra $50-$60 and get like the fucking
Mezco.
Oh my god, it's still like one of my favorite figures like ever. Like it never leaves my desk.
He's right behind me, baby. He's a fucking,
here, I'll bring him up. And like this is what I'm saying. Like the skin tone on the one that we're looking at in the slide is wrong. Look at the one in Gaines's hands.
Kids.
That is the perfect fucking Conan.
It's a fucking top 10 forever.
It is
what that is.
Yeah. It's so like I said, I'm not bashing. I'm
unless
just
they make Don. If they make Don Knotts, then maybe he'll be bumped out. But until
yeah. And if Mezco makes Pee-wee, we're set too, man. A Mezco Pee-wee, that would be out of control.
Speaking of bashing, Ryan says, why does he look like a super masculine woman or a 1980s gym teacher?
I mean, because that's what Conan looks like.
He kind of he has like an old grandma
aren't hanging out, you know?
Yeah. He does have like a grandma face, like an Italian Greek grandma or some shit.
Yeah, he does.
All right,
I love it.
Get him
I love it.
Get him. Oh. Now,
big fucking dragon funded, so that's cool.
Big fucking dragon funded, Tim.
Dude, I'll tell you what, like they did a nice job the last week showing size comparisons, the other lines, other figures. Then they took it a step further and showed it next to play sets. I think like Castle Grayskull and I think that's what got them across the line. And they would have gotten there anyway.
It's just
it's a big dragon.
It's magnificent.
You got
like,
the room.
I don't even collect, and I'm like, fuck, that thing's awesome.
Yes.
So
I am a little fucking worried though. I gotta be a slight pessimist here and be worried that other companies across the board are not going to be like that. If fucking collectors are willing to shell out near $1,000 for a dragon, we have to make something to compete, or we have to make our big thing. They must think that we just have all this disposable income if we're buying dragons.
Yeah, but you know though, I feel I didn't get it. Yeah, I'm not getting it.
I don't have the room.
Right. But either way, even just overall, I don't need it. But I to that point, Gaines, I would say that I feel like the Mythic Legions community is at a certain point where this is like the central piece they all want for their collection from the beginning. So, you know, I've made the comparison before. If Hasbro were to be like, hey, we're doing a HasLab Fing Fang Foom, it's going to cost you $900 and it's gigantic. A lot of Legends fans would be like, hell no. So
maybe
you're
right.
The niche collector, you know, they hit the right collectors for this.
And I would say this too: the Legions collector is the 35 to 50-year-old males that are maybe a little more established than someone like 18 that's just getting into Marvel Legends. So maybe a little bit more disposable income. Maybe they're married and they split bills, stuff like you went to Legions Con. It's no like, you know, bunch of old dudes.
Yeah, it's a bunch of old dudes. So yeah.
And I'm
All
one of
right.
them. I'm not trying to be derogatory.
Oh, I am too. We were both there like idiots.
Yeah, I'm the most handsome there, but I'm one of the older ones.
We owe this to Justin. Thank you for gifting a membership.
Come on!
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. All right, and this was a cool 4-pack, but I don't really know what was going on. Was this like a Mattel Creations?
Dude, I don't.
Or
I could only with Motu Turtles and GI Joe. I could only go to where I went to as a kid, where I start just forgetting about this stuff because I started playing Nintendo and skateboarding and chasing girls that look like Skelly. I forgot who some of these characters are. So this is a part of that line that might have been late 80s characters. I don't know.
I have no fucking clue at all.
Cool
But they look cool though.
Yeah,
the
guy.
Yeah. They do look cool.
Like the Man-at-Arms guy.
Well, He-Man on acid, kind of.
Yeah, and like the Hordak guy's like face is Hordak's symbol. Like there's some crazy. They are. It's really.
This looks like something
weird.
like, as a kid, you draw the Snake Man. Like, here's my He-Man.
Yeah.
I'm Hordak's symbol face man. Yeah. I'm Man-at-Arms wearing King Randor's chest plate. You know, like.
But the line is still going though, Jerk. This is like 6 years in. It feels like.
Yeah.
When did they debut this?
I don't
around
know.
COVID time, right?
I was just gonna say, it was
yeah.
during COVID because I remember like it was so hard to go in stores, and I remember being masked up in toy hunts, and I'd come across like random Motu stuff, and like I'd post it on Instagram. People lose their minds, like, "Oh my god, where'd you find that at?" Because they're hard to find during COVID. So
yeah, so credit to them for keeping Mattel for keeping this going.
Yeah,
I think they're fun. It's just not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And then better pictures of She-Ra. And
I like this, man. People were shitting on it on I like the face sculpt. It's like very, I can't think of it. It's stoic, obviously. She has resting bee face. But I like the way it looks,
See, to me, this looks like it goes into the movie line. You know what I mean? Like I'm buying this and putting it next to like, the fucking Evelyn and the Skeletor and the Dolph Lundgren. Like that looks like movie-ish to me.
True. Haynes, I got to throw it out there for you, man. I know you're getting back into wrestling in recent months here.
Wrestle me, Tim. Wrestle me.
There is an AEW female professional wrestler who just debuted about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
We're giving a big push to right now, named Megan Bain. She wrestled in Stardom originally, blew up there, and they brought her into AEW on a pretty big contract. This is her, except she is muscular with bigger, what do you call them? Boobs.
Meat bags.
Fun pillows.
She had a banger of an AEW
Wait, what's her
match
name?
last night.
Megan
Bain. I think it's Bayne, but she basically has like a Glamazon, Amazon. look to her. She might be your new favorite human being next to your family member. So
I know who Megan Rain is. Now Megan Bain is
I did not say that name for the record.
She's an Amazon.
Apparently you do too, Tim. Good. I like this. I get to know Tim a little
what
more.
you're talking about. But with that said, but yeah, check her out, Gaines, because I think you'd pretty much probably fall in love, especially seeing this figure. She's just like that much bigger,
okay. Something to look at tonight in bed, as usual.
Yeah, and even looking at the box in this, I'm like, yep, dude, get the movie vibe. So
nobody does. Sure,
nobody
does fucking box art like Motu. It is like a
master.
It could be on a fucking van. I want to paint this on my Entenmann's Taki.
Have her like sitting on a missile on the front like a fucking airplane. Hell yeah.
Yeah, listening to fucking.
I'll do you one better at the artwork, by the way. During COVID, a buddy of mine wanted to find the Walmart Castle Grayskull that they put out. I guess it was like the 1-2-1. And I found it, but I didn't want it. I wanted the freaking box art. So I was like, I'll tell you what, I'll let you buy the actual toy. Let me have the box for $10. That box is still back here because the box art is so freaking amazing on that thing that That's what I wanted. I don't collect the figures. I wanted the freaking box art, though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I love the art.
It's nice, Skelly.
Yeah,
Very
it's really
nice.
cool.
Yeah, they kill it on these fucking boxes.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and this is the goofy shit I'm into. This is
Yeah.
the cartoon line, so I'm gonna. I think this was Mattel Creations, so I'm probably not getting it because I'm not chasing anything that I have to pay a subscription for. But he's goofy, look fucking cool. You know what I mean? Wings look good. Little robot looks good.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it. So if it isn't hard to obtain, I will try to pick it up. So
If this was Masterverse, I would pick it up in a heartbeat.
yeah, I already missed Masterverse.
Yeah,
so I'm fucked. So I have to pick the goofy cartoon shit.
Shout out for the brick from Anchorman quote that just got thrown out there saying, "I love lamp."
Yes.
I hate a squirrel.
You might want to lay low for a while. I think you might be one for murder.
So this is very cool, but the price tag isn't. Once Gaines told me the price, I was like, that isn't cool.
And Jerk, it's only on Mattel Creations. No, you know, and it's the only good thing about being on Mattel Creations is you could use shop pay and pretend like you got it for $20.
Yeah,
it's $140. Won't be at retail, and it looks smaller than
the original
Snake Mountain and Grayskull and the original.
Well, it is like the original version isn't that big. But go ahead.
Do you think that they're pushing that higher price point because instead of a puppet, you get like this goofy articulated lizard?
Is he big though? Is
don't-
the lizard like a big, like if he's as big as
can't
that,
tell,
like
man.
Panther you got, or what? Then the place set isn't worth it.
No,
Like,
it should be a $60 playset.
There's no scale whatsoever here. Like
True, Tim. I can't. It could be giant.
Photo.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, it really isn't. If you know the original play set, it's
That place
big.
is tiny. Yeah,
It's big, but it isn't that big.
it ain't Grayskull big.
No, it never was. And the tree up top and the original like had a gimmick. It moved, like all the branches and pieces like kind of moved around. And I don't think that one does at all. So, you know, I thought it was cool when I saw the monster not be a puppet, but when Gaines told me the price, I was like, yeah,
bad price.
Yeah, bad price. And plus, I don't know, like even if I was a vintage Motu collector, that set's like,
Dinky.
Like you don't need it.
No, you could probably get you could learn how to make dials and probably make this fucking thing.
Way better.
I'm not being, I'm not kidding. This isn't that much going on.
No, there really isn't. I think they're just doing the beating a dead horse. We'll remake every fucking play set we've ever made.
Yep.
I mean, you'll probably see them make the slime pit if they aren't like have already. You know what I mean? Like I think they're just going down the line.
If it'll make money, they're obviously going to do it. So
yeah. Well, my dreams of getting this 6-legged monster are gone. So
what is this?
I don't cover Revotech like we don't ever, but this is fun. It looks animated. It's going to have 1,000,000 points of articulation and it doesn't look goofy. So
I heard these things move really weird though. Like at least the Marvel Revotech. I've never owned one. Obviously, I'm the stay in your lane guy, but I've often heard the Marvel Revotech. You have to be super careful because if you do something accidental, you pop an arm off or you break something crazy or some crazy nonsense.
Yeah, they're super delicate. It's like Amazing Yamaguchi weird, but like at least like the fucking articulation points are in the right spot and like, half a bicep doesn't move out and shit. So
is this like a Teen Titans look? This is a very
it's like probably the animated look like they use on her now. So that's what I would assume. But I thought it was fun.
Mr. Battle left you a message on IG if you don't mind checking it out later when you get a chance, Jerk. What's up, John?
Oh, definitely, buddy. Sorry, I don't really check that shit.
Jerk sucks at social media. He's a wizard at editing, making clips, videos. When it comes to IG,
I'm like a dinosaur. I'm like having conversations in the wrong fucking chat and
With that said, right now, jump over to MySpace and add YoJoeJerk to your channel.
Yeah, I got a killer fucking playlist going over there that's like 1,000 years old. So there you go.
Who's your top 10?
Great reference, Scal. That's good.
All right. Now, Gaines, weren't these the super duper valuable?
I think so. People were
like vintage ones.
Think so.
Yeah, because I could swear, like in the vintage world, these are like the fucking hardest.
So
ones to find.
I thought this was going to get laughed at, and people are fucking pumped for these. I have to know why. If there's anybody,
I think it's due to rarity. I think it's because if you can't buy a $400 fucking loose, Peter Venkman, but you can go to, and get the whole set for what
not to mention
a broken shitted up one is.
We were just saying Star Trek, The Tick. How often does Ghostbuster stuff really come out?
Not that much. We get it maybe once a quarter in the year.
And it's a seasonal line, unless there's a movie coming out, which obviously we've had the movies last 5 or 6 years. But unless there's a movie coming out, you tend not to see a lot of Ghostbusters. So if you watch any of the Yes Have Some podcast or any of those guys over on those channels, anything Ghostbusters, man, they are on it. And I know the Mondo has been one we've been talking about recently.
Yeah.
But is anything else Ghostbusters? Typically, Ghostbusters fans are going to support it. So
yeah, and somebody brought it up that the vintage ones were a fortune, but but I know certain Louis Tullys from the vintage line are like fucking crazy. So
yeah. I don't know. The frustrating thing for me with Hasbro here is, if they still have any interest in the Ghostbusters, they shouldn't have given it to Mondo and just given us, real Ghostbusters on those,
No, they should have made them like fucking G.I. Joe Classified.
But they have the bucks just pop different.
If you literally just make anything that matches those two things, you're gonna fucking sell shit.
Yep.
So that's the shit that sells the most. So.
And I'm not even a big Ghostbusters fan, but I appreciate the franchise. And right now I'm looking down at my 4 recent Hasbro ones that I picked up probably on clearance at Walmart, several years ago. And my little toilet guy that they put out here, the old retro. And I enjoyed those things. And it's one of those things where they could have kept that going in some capacity and put those out there in the world. And right now, you guys know me moving. I'm doing a whole, do I pack it? Do I throw it away? Do I sell it kind of situation? And I'm looking at those and I'm like, I'm not getting rid of those. I'm keeping those things.
Yeah.
So keep making more,
And what I mean by that is like, real Ghostbusters that are more articulated and up to date and mimic, look closer to the cartoon.
Yeah, I agree 100%. So, but at least they're still kind of eking shit out. So,
yeah, keeping it alive.
All right. And I'm not usually the repaint Street Fighter guy, but this is fucking dope, man.
And this is
good.
This reminds me of the movie.
What? Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Some special version that they'll charge you $35 for.
This is the player 2 version, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe this was a Walmart silly, goofy con exclusive or some shit.
Who the fuck knows?
The player 2s, you never know. Like, I know the player 2 Ryu showed up at Walmart, whatever it was called. So like, they're not always going to be a big box location, but I think this does look great. Great point with the movie. And I think it just pops with the red, white, and blue flag there on the shoulder. Just that blue looks good with the blue on the flag and the tattoo.
Here, let's stop for a second. Skelly, read this because I think I did see this and I just didn't get back to the guy yet. So you can read this.
John says, since you run a comic shop, my local one is going out of business and she is liquidating everything in the store. And since you and Gaines are collectors, I thought you'll be interested. I left info on IG.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I will check it. It's a store in Maryland. I will link that in like later on in my community notes. Okay. So everybody can take a look as well and help that lady clean her store.
There's a guy named Mark that runs if the dog can help. There's a big toy show, the Baltimore Toy Expo, and a guy named Mark runs that. I forget his last name though. And he'd probably rush right over there, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell my boss about it. He'll probably go down there and buy the place out.
There you go.
Well, as long as they're willing to negotiate, you know what I mean, and not have like some big stupid number. So we're good.
I got to throw it out there real quick. So, Jerk, unfortunately, I could not meet up with you at the store you're talking about. But I've been wanting to get there for months. You've been telling me to get there and check it out. Again, upcoming toy hunt, probably Saturday night. If you ever have the chance to get to the store the Jerk helps run, the place is frigging amazing. Every time I go in there, it's a blast. It's more fun when the Jerk is there, by the way. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Jerk, you have done such an amazing job setting up that action figure section. Like
that's not all me. That's Pete mainly. I just add shit, but he does an amazing job.
Shout out to Pete then. As you just again, I wish I would have known the Thursday name out there in the video, but you guys, it's an amazing job. So much great stuff, and I was blown away seeing what you guys had in stock there. It was great.
I love coming in the front door and seeing Thundercats Lair, the original one, and then right above it's fucking Eternia. Like that's just right like there. That fucking just punches you in your nostalgia dick. Like you don't 100%. Know what to do.
Yeah, man. Great
I love
placement.
Seeing that thing, man. That's Pete, man. Yeah. I have nothing to do.
And I gotta say too,
I just price shit and put it out. Like,
well, okay, then this goes to you for props. Then I like and people will see this in my video come this weekend. I like the fact that you are showing the consumer, the customer coming in, what that different pieces and product goes for on eBay versus what you're willing to sell for in the store, because obviously eBay prices get very high.
Oh, they'd be insane. Yeah. Yep. No. That's why we sell lots of shit. Yep. You know.
So you did a great job. There's like a placard telling you like this is the eBay price. You buy it here. This is what you get as a good deal. So check it out. If you're ever within even an hour and a half of Allentown, come check it out. I think
it's worth the haul. Like if you like vintage shit and new shit, we have tons of it.
And there's an Ollie's up the street, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah, you got Ollie, you got Tim's Ollie's and Tim's Target, which is basically both of ours. Like, yeah, you're like on the Miracle, like 2 miles. That shit's all just right there. So.
You got a Ross down there, a GameStop.
And then you end your adventure at Yako's.
Yep. If you want to get a real big rock,
Gaines knows.
Yako's pretty good.
Nice, get a real big
haircut
rock
by Skelly.
And find a big rock and throw it through the stained glass window of the old Christmas. What's it called? Christmas store.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think what it's called. The name of the channel. The name of the chain.
Tree store.
Yeah, the
whatever,
Christmas tree store. Yeah,
whatever it is.
Yeah, go in there and film a weird video. You're rummaging through. It's a great day. End it in jail after the hot dog. It's great.
The Christmas tree store is definitely a wild place.
There it is.
Is that fucking place still open? Even?
Yeah.
No, it's dead, but the building is still there at the sign.
Yeah, I see the building and it looks like just magnificent, but it's empty.
Get this blue asshole out of here.
I love it. I'm loving it.
Exactly.
Get this fucking Smurf motherfucker out of here.
I was just gonna say that again. You guys are killing me today, stealing my
here we go. The real Van.
I'm a Smurf out of here. Come on.
There he is.
Our boy. Frank Devereaux screaming. You know, they just don't nail the head sculpt.
Is this Diamond Select?
Yes. I have the one.
I know.
I have this, and it's so disappointing. I love the head. Like maybe I'll send it to Mikey to repaint because the sculpt's there, but you really need an expert to fucking like get the eyes to get the expression right. Because mine's off just the hair, and if it lands the hair off, man, he looks all
but the thing with Diamond Select doing Van Damme is what is Van Damme known for? Freaking
the wrench guy.
Yep.
Well, he's a wrench guy, but he can do like a full split. The guy is the first Spider-Man, so it's like,
I love it.
Can't articulate.
It's the wrench guy.
The fucking wrench guy.
Oh, it's so good.
Jerks. Somewhere, some way in the future, somebody's going to go up to him in real life and say, "Aren't you the wrench guy? I saw you on YoJoeJerk's channel."
Keeping that dream alive. All right. Yes. And most of us saw the Ninja video.
Ninja had a fantastic breakdown.
And Duarte painted the shit out of that thing, man. He made that thing look fucking amazing.
I said a few weeks ago, I need a tank, a big old tank. I could slap all the Joes on there. And this is on BBTS. So if you don't feel comfortable, I'm one of them people that love BBTS because I could
Payment
cancel
plan.
Need a tank roll.
Or if I get like a fear of like I don't need it, you could cancel that up to the last like second with BBTS.
Yes.
So it's huge. If you want to see what it looks like, Ninja already has a breakdown of it. I think a few things are going to change on the retail release, but this is.
But he's got the basic. That's what you're getting, shit. So
Yeah, this is what was it? The Mobat was the tan one. What was this one? This was the.
I'm shitty with the names.
Mobat, I think, was the tan one. The green one, I forget. It was the fucking one where it went forward and backwards.
Thank you,
so
Lawrence.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, I think it's great, and I think the price is fair now that I've seen Ninja.
Everything it does,
because I've seen Ninja, so I know how tall he is. So like I could do the mental math on the whole thing.
Yeah, he's 6'6".
A Mauler was tan. This is the Mauler.
Yeah, 6'6".
Yeah, it's and you know what? All the modular pieces for this are fucking dope. Too.
Yeah, it's a bridge layer.
Yeah, like
all. So if you want to buy two, it would be nice if it had the thing that
I want that future tank shit with the
Cover Girl
lasers.
Cover Girl's
the Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine. That'd be cool if it had that attachment too.
Oh, geez, we hit it. Let me find that $200. I came up with a plan. I'm gonna fucking just scan that head, repaint it, and
there you
sell
go.
it on the site as the 200 guy.
Yes.
And back to your point regarding Ninja's video. Ninja's videos on vehicles are usually pretty spot on, if not very spot on. So he's very fair. He's going to look at it from 6 different ways. Let you know what he thinks. So if you haven't seen Ninja's video, anything on vehicles, he loves vehicle videos, I think, more than anything. So check that out.
I need this thing because he's gonna hunt down my fucking snake armors, baby.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that, Canes.
Some asshole made a video about the pricing of the snake armor.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Fucking
I was gonna say, I bet he was some bald ass motherfucker talking some shit. No, it was a good video, but I couldn't wait to discuss it with you. So
good. We'll save that.
That's what kills me sometimes. When I watch your videos, I start talking to the screen. I'm like, I can't talk to Angelo through the screen. It doesn't work that way.
Not yet. That feature comes next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We got my boy Mads Mikkelsen.
I forget, did Hot Toys do the rest of the crew of Rogue One?
I have no fucking clue. I don't think so. And he is the most vanilla fucking character you could do. Like, I would never buy it. I would never pay the $200 ever. No. But it looks like my boy.
It does.
The hair is awesome.
Yeah, and he was a good character. I think he was wasted. They should have saved him.
Was wasted.
A Jedi, or saved him for
was wasted.
A bad guy, a Sith,
I agree.
They should have saved him. And it's the same thing. Marvel used them, and he should have been Dr. Doom. Like, he would have.
Absolutely, man. This
guy's
been the best underused in every. I completely agree.
Yes, and Buck was 100% right, dude. That Hannibal show is fucking amazing. If you've never seen that, the one where he plays Hannibal Lecter, fucking incredible. I love that show. It was like one of the last good shows for me. And then
what's up?
They waited till the end.
Fuck, man.
To release the best fucking Deadpool they've ever released. Like, this one is the money.
Got everything
sculpt, man.
Well, no, the rolled up mask. I don't think they've ever done that. And they aged the suit. So, like, it doesn't look shiny brand new. And I love when they fucking do that. Although the head looks, he's still too pretty. Like, Deadpool looks like somebody shot him point blank with like a shotgun. Like, he doesn't look good. Like,
it is fucking nice though.
But you gotta see, but for the sake of the toy, you have to see Ryan Reynolds in there, obviously.
Oh my God,
you know?
it's incredible. The likeness, everything. You know what I mean? Like it looks exactly like the makeup from the movie. Like
the detail actually, we said it before, it freaks you out a little bit. It literally looks like a small version of a human. It's absolutely insane.
Yep. And oh my God, look at that, man. Look at all that shit. That's fucking crazy. And that shit comes off, Gaines. Could you imagine trying to put that over the costume without ripping it? Like without breaking
or like it bunches over.
This is why I don't own Hot Toys, Skelly, because
it is stressful.
I would be like, it would be like diffusing a fucking bomb, putting
it's stressful.
Chris is gonna hear screaming.
Yeah, I'd have Kristen like patting the sweat on my forehead so I don't get
doing surgery.
It's a stressful experience when something gets snagged or you think you're gonna like put in an accessory wrong. It's not like a Marvel Legend. I like here is that the folds on the neck, you know, the natural folds just bring it to life.
Yeah, they got the material, like everything, like everywhere.
Yeah, it looks like a person. This looks like a mini actor would, be on your shelf.
Yeah, I gotta say too, shout out the good friend of the channel, NJ Tree. I think I showed them last week or 2 weeks ago. He did 3D print me for Marvel Legends those Logan claws, and even those, like I had to be super careful putting them on and taking them off on a Legend. I can imagine on a piece like this how careful you got to be.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I even love how it has the bone nunchucks and everything. Like, but to me, I think it really is the aging of the suit that just is the max.
He never looks. He doesn't look clean ever in the movie, right?
No, exactly. Like he looked clean, and then that fucking rolled up mask. I think that's the best part of it. Like, it's so awesome.
Yeah,
it's well done.
And the Logan head weapon is funny too. I like that. All right, now we're gonna get to G.I. Joe. They showed the box. Whatever. We saw it. I don't know why I put this.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. But take me off for a minute, okay? I'll be back.
Yep. Let me boop, and then we'll move Skelly up there.
Come a little closer, Skelly.
I'm trying.
Come up here, girl.
It doesn't want to move Tim.
Come on. It doesn't want to move Tim.
I'm gonna add Tim. And then
there's
and then make him disappear. Look at that. Moving on up. All right. All right. This is why I did that slide.
So you can make a nice Kip Winger custom. She's only 17, you know. Daddy said she's too young, but she's old enough for me. I think it looks good, man. I know people are clowning it and it's goofy and it's not necessary and all the above.
Then don't buy it.
It's an icon exclusive. Yeah. It's if this would have been, I hated when Mindbender was a fucking exclusive because you're all stressed out that you're not going to be able to get a mainline character.
And I pissed and moan about it, but you know, like no matter what, they're going to do an exclusive every year, and it shouldn't have been a vehicle. So this is good. You know what I mean? Like everybody would piss and moan if they didn't get the vehicle. And there's enough people out there who think this is stupid that maybe the people who like it will get it without a problem. You know what I mean?
I agree. One of the Raw Dogs already got the ramen van and put a cold slither fucking decal on the van.
I saw that. Cool. Yeah.
Now that's fun.
Yep. Call that out. I know he's here. I forget
TK.
who it was. So.
TK Storm.
Yes, that's it.
So this is, I'm not going to get it, but I can't sit here and say that it doesn't look fun. You know,
I'm getting it for the instruments alone, like the shit I'm going to do with that stuff. So
it is bizarre that there was no, I don't know if we have other pics of the drum.
Well, why doesn't he have a guitar strap either? Like he should have a guitar strap.
And he shouldn't have it.
Oh, okay. I thought there's
no.
a piece.
Oh, there is.
It's hidden in the vest.
Okay.
And you know, he has a trigger finger instead of a pick molded into his hand.
They're not going to go there with that. They're not going to give you that. So,
he slides with a gun.
Yeah, for me, just the band equipment's worth it. So
if I somehow see this thing, you know, these things somehow sneak onto shelves at places. If I see this for a discount on a shelf somewhere, I would grab it.
Oh, see, this is one of those things. Every time the San Diego exclusive comes up, my guy has it a week before it's out. So I'm going to have it early. So, as long as they're like, the fucking tarps aren't fucking out of control, you know what I mean? I'll buy it early because like I said, I like it. I think it's fun. You know what I mean? And for me, just the drum set and the fucking that shit, works for me. So closer look, you get the Frag Viper. He looks good.
I think it looks good. I don't like the lacrosse style grenade launcher.
Yeah, but I think that just pins in there. I think you can take
I know, but the rest looks really cool. I like the muted colors here. Yeah.
I like I said, I think it's a good mix of classified and vintage together. So
helmet, it looks good. Silver looks good. It's
I ain't got no
different too. Yeah.
I like how they did the knees too with the black and the blue and stuff. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I think when like the legs are together, it'll look really
And this
fun.
is a dude that they did put a spin on it and they made him like a droid or something underneath there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They made him look like a zombie of some sort.
Grenade sports are in.
Yeah. He's playing rollerball, y'all. That's a rollerball. All right. And then we got Count Goofbag.
I like this fucker too, though, man.
I do. And I like seeing him in real light because the colors look really good in regular light.
I think I pre-ordered this fucker. I something different, man. Something a little different. I didn't have this toy as a kid, so to have him now as an adult and I'm all in on the line, it's fuck it.
Yeah, he's fun, dude. I like it. Like I said, I like going to Goofy Land as long as it's done like this. Like I like
right. I like Goofy Land when it's original, not when it's Duke in some wacko colors or something. Whoa, Duarte.
Whoa! What's up, buddy? All right, and what do we got next here?
Oh, now he does still look like what's his name from Fantastic Four.
He's got a little Pedro in him, but look, they actually put the magazine in the gun right. And look,
I wish they would have addressed that.
And I told you they had the knife in upside down.
Of course,
look right now.
I was hoping they addressed that just as a because whatever you think of them as people, they have fun showing off their product. So at least they're not just like three miserable pricks sitting there. You gotta give them credit for that.
They're not like the Star Wars gang who look like they're just ready to fall off cliff.
Well, even the Marvel Legends guys don't look like they're having that. They look kind of awkward out there, like they're forced to do it.
Yeah. It looks like they're trying to dodge the hate train on price increases.
Right.
At least G.I. Joe, you get your money's worth out of everything so far. You know what I mean? Like I haven't felt gouged by anything really. It's more character selection for sets I don't like. Yeah. So honestly, with his helmet on and him all geared up.
Yeah, I said that.
I like him way better now.
I mentioned that last week, not to blow myself here. When the helmet is on, he doesn't look as goofy. He doesn't look like Pedro Pascal or whatever as much.
Yeah. So I'm down now. I dig it. But I order them all for this store.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it. I like them. I can't say no. And then we got the ketchup and mustard, and they look fun, and they look fun. I didn't.
Them's back.
I want to say they sold out though. I think because they have the mass device pieces though. So that was smart.
I think they FOMO. I think they're doing the maximum Spider-Man thing because sales aren't where they thought they would be. So they're like, take them down and make them look sold out for a little while. And then they'll be in stock, and then they'll be out of stock, and then they'll be in stock and out of stock. And then a year from now, I'll be able to order them. Like I can order all the exclusives.
So you're saying artificial scarcity?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think the sales aren't good on these. So, I mean, who really needs this? You know what I mean? Like, this is absolutely 100% lazy reuse.
That's why the mass device pieces are in there. Because
that's it. You know what I mean? But it's fun. I mean, if you're an army builder, sure. If you're a cartoon collector, this isn't the army builder. I don't know.
Jerk, somebody's got a pool and an underwater camera. Is going to go insane army building this thing.
Yeah, and curse me all the way. He's going to be like, I hate that jerk. I'll show you ketchup and mustard, asshole.
Appropriate name. Yeah. We haven't gotten to a certain four-legged creature yet, have we?
Oh,
no.
Hang on. No, we haven't.
All right, good.
Help! He's got a boner! Boner cams roll heavy, new bird trucks, dumb spot, sex clowns, slither ass play, backlot, chrome on the wheels.
I'm sorry, it's the pleats.
Thank you, Sir Boner Jams.
Was swiping left on Grinder, and when I saw Jerk and A, instant smiles and terse.
Yeah, we're there.
Excited to meet Skelly next weekend. Buy her a Dunkin' D coffee. Thank you.
Spike.
There you
That's
go.
sweet.
Spike it. We're gonna have fun at the Newburgh toy show. We're gonna be wheeling and dealing. We're gonna be I don't know, something else.
I'm
weird.
gonna be wheeling and dealing like a
Yeah.
motherfucker. The jerk needs to make the rent.
Yeah.
No, but
Thank you, Boner.
Thank you.
Yes. And what's it called? Zakanan, can you link his show?
He did. Yeah.
Okay. He's on it. Zakanan, I'm a
Zakanan
piece
is
of shit. Yeah.
Mainframe, baby.
Wait,
Yes.
did Buck Fuddy change his picture midstream?
He
might
is
have.
I think midstream. He got.
He's so good. Look at that. Whoa.
So
I can't concentrate now. What have you done to me, sir? All
can
right.
you get this condiment crew out of here?
All right. And there we go. Let Tim rip.
Oh, Timmy, go for it.
Dude, I love the animals in G.I. Joe, but anytime it's a Poochie, that's a dog, I'm all over it. And I think I've said on record before, if I haven't, I'll spill the news now. I grew up as a policeman's son. So we actually had a German Shepherd that lived with us. That was my dad's partner. It was a canine unit. Loved that dog. It was the closest thing to a person that was an animal I've ever met in my life. Super smart. So I've always loved these G.I. Joe classified dogs. But when I knew this was coming eventually, seeing this just warmed my heart. So this will 110% be in my toy collection. Mostly for the Shepherd, but I'll probably hang on to the Gentleman as well.
Nice. I love Law and Order, so this is perfect. Like, this is the second to, Mutt and Junkyard for me, if not like just a hair over. I love them in the movie, so that movie, the damn cast in that, like every one of them, has a spot in my heart in that fucking stupid movie. So I love seeing him. Yeah. And they did him right. Like, like there's nothing I can complain about. Like I like it all. So
yeah, baby, I like it all.
I like it all.
I like it raw. ODB.
Yes.
Do you think they're gonna re-release this on a retro card with the brighter colors?
I hope they don't. Like,
I actually like the brighter colors.
Here,
better.
let me grab.
You have them. I like them better, man.
Yeah, hang on.
I think it makes him more badass that he's not worried that you'll be able to see him from a fucking mile away.
I don't know. I like this silver though. I thought that was fun.
I think you could put the silver accents on that red and yellow one. I mean, that is fucking pretty loud. Maybe
mine is minty as fuck.
But let me rephrase that though. I think the gas mask and the control panel black, and so just the color of the suit, not the helmet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like all the things that are black and silver here.
Well, I could
on
see
that
them
figure.
Yeah, I could see them just amping the yellow all the way up, and then just
regardless of my
silver.
Regardless, it looks fucking cool.
I love it. I fucking love it, man. Like, yeah, he was like one of my favorites as a kid. So that's why I have a minty one. I was like, I saw him at a show and I was like, fuck, his mask is so mint.
They're getting near for me, they're getting near where these are all the Joes I had, and I was cool with it. And I finally told, Santa, I'm good on Joe's. So I'm sure I'll buy everything that comes out, but I'm really glad with these releases.
Yeah,
and that's a great point, Gainsey and Jerk. You'd be better to speak on this. I've heard dabbles in the community, rumors, if you will, whatever you want to say, conjecture. At what point this line ends. And the thing is, I get that they want to make their money, so they should pump these out if they want to make as much money as they can. But at what point, Jerk, do they get to the point where they're like, we just gotta stop it. We're done. We're too obscure now.
I think we definitely got like at least 5 years of releases before they're like putting out fucking Star Brigade figures and Eco Warriors and all that dumb shit. But I think there's still at least like there's so many fucking Joes, dude. So
I don't want to on anything future in the episode. Sorry, Gainsey. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, I'm fine.
I don't know if you're going to show any of the name only reveals at all.
Oh yeah, no. I got them. I got
everything. I'll reserve my comment then until we get to that. Then okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Okay.
Look at this.
Yeah. Oh.
Somebody told me, not told me, but in my dopey video, they said there's not a lot of tooling, not a lot of going on. If you look closely, there's like I believe there's like cracks and like a little damage in it.
They said that they're paint decoing the outside. And they did put like, a wash here and there to make it look a little.
So you mentioned you watched my video where I fucking somehow spelled no N-O in the fucking title. I'm just used to texting as I fucking talk like a jackass. What now? I think one of the Raw Dogs said $70. I will give them credit for that. And I was like, I think it's going to be north of 80.
Yeah.
And it's not. So if you look at a Mythic Legion like giant, not the ogres, but a giant.
Yeah.
If you look at like the Krampus that NECA released for $120, that thing doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
The Mythic Legion
solid. That's it.
The Mythic Legion ogre size thing, whatever they call it, the mid-size.
Yeah.
This thing is a functional toy as well as it's almost a play set.
Yeah. I mean, I fucking ordered 2 of them. It was
ordered
the right
2 as
price.
well.
It's the right price.
So I got one in the cart last night, and ever since they updated their website or whatever, something weird with the phone number. I could never get it to work, and I got so friggin' frustrated I just stopped trying. So I still might get one, despite the fact I don't buy military anymore. But question to you guys on this: they were very adamant, obviously, in the live stream that they priced it without a figure at 70 or whatever.
Sure.
Now, with that said, the price thing I'm never good at, how the community feels about that, finger on the pulse sort of thing. Are there going to be people that are going to say, because it doesn't have a figure, it should be cheaper than that?
There was a few. There was people that said that to me in my video, and there was someone another collector I speak with on IG who doesn't like that there's no figure, but I have enough figures that can go in there.
So many figures.
And the smarter thing, Jerk, is when it's closed, you don't see the figure anyway.
Yeah, like you have to shine light in there to see a figure, so you could put a fucking Marvel Legend in there. Like it doesn't
True.
They made a point.
That's cool.
Lenny made a point to say like they had a darker originally, so they lightened it just enough that if you, like you said, Jerk, get right in there, you can see somebody. But you're right. Ultimately, you're not going to know who's really in there unless you try to see it.
And I tell you what, when you say Marvel Legend, if you're a customizer and you bought like 5 of these, you can make this into your own version, like the Hulk Buster, put Iron Man in there.
AIM, you know what I mean? And a giant AIM robot. That would be fucking dope.
That price point, that encourages people to buy multiples for customizing, for troop building. That's the mentality you have to have with things like this. And not for once. I mean,
not only that, like
you got it right
behind your Cobra army look fucking dope.
Dope.
Like, oh my god!
But this also, in hindsight,
they did it perfect. Like
they
made the fucking thing humongous, awesome. It opens up, a figure goes in there, and the price was right. Like they did everything right this time. So I can't say shit.
My point is though, like in hindsight though, why was Serpentor in the air chariot $100? Why was the Trouble Ball $55? It's like it really,
the math is stupid.
And this is articulated. There's some paint detail. There's a cockpit.
Yeah, it's fun.
The way
This
they
thing's
showed,
fun.
I'll probably still order one, to be honest, despite the address change. But they sold me when they showed the different phases, like right now with the cockpit open and then slowly closing it. Like that was so cool because again, I'm not going to army build like at one, but if you do army build them, you can just put them in so many different situations on your shelf. Oh, it's cool. It's very cool.
It's a
And
cool
the
piece.
sculpting's all there. Look at the back of this fucking thing.
Mhm.
Like, I'm getting the robot jock vibes. You know what I mean? But so, like, to me,
what's that other toy line? Exo something?
yeah, Exo
Squad?
Warriors or
Squad
something
maybe.
like that. Yeah, one of the two. There's so many Exo bullshit.
Now, Hottie's Emily, and when you address her, you better use your fucking. I won't get into it anyway.
Gaines, you said I'm not going to say it. You said you made me chuckle in your video. You had made a comment, regarding the
Big M.
presenters. And I had a chuckle, and I'm like, that's so Gainesy.
Well, listen, someone called me out too. They were like, "How dare you? What a douchey thing to say about Emily." I'm like, "I was being nice, you fuckface."
He's being nice in a Gaines way. Yeah, fuck that, dude. Like, whatever. Everybody's gonna sword and shield her and be like, "Oh, you shouldn't be mean."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever. You weren't being mean.
No.
All right.
The stuff people say on the internet, that was not mean, by the way, just for the record.
No,
I agree.
I know. See, people
believe me.
People either like me or hate me. It is what it is. Why am I looking up the guy's fucking crotch here?
That's because Emily.
He's mansplaining.
Emily picked a photo. I didn't.
Fucking guy's like mansplaining me.
Is that Colossus and his non-powered up
I
form?
forgot this guy's name. What's his name again?
Mercer.
Yeah.
He's the former Viper. He actually has a big role to play in the new G.I. Joe.
Look at I just fucking
feel
weird looking at this guy.
Yeah, it's bad. Let's get him the fuck.
This is gonna be cool. This is one we got. Monkey Ranch is the man.
Yep, exactly. We get Tom Petty in the band.
keep going. Now, why are they doing Major Blood is a figure that I think they did perfectly.
But nobody got him, Games. Me and you and Tim, we braved that shit and found them.
You're right.
Not everybody did.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie. I would say he's like my third favorite fucking classified figure.
Awesome.
I was just gonna say,
he's everything that the line should have been.
Yeah.
Like
he was the turning point. We talked about this though, Jerk.
Yeah,
this release, if you weren't a fan of the first 4 or 5 they came out with, this is the one that was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, maybe they're getting it right.
This is one, and again, my humble opinion, I don't really go that deep on classified anymore or military in general, but I have to say, if I had to sell every classified in my collection one by one, this guy would last till like the last 2 or 3. I feel like.
Yeah, he is good.
It was just the face sculpt was so good. Like I still want to see like 15 years from now when these things are like super collectible. How many people managed to not lose any of the missiles?
Shit.
Fuck, I already lost 2.
Or his fucking helmet never stays on, dude. And he's built on those shitty legs, so he falls right the fuck off your shelf. So, but this is one that I would like to see them try to do something a little different.
Yeah.
So if they tried like a retro version, I would think that would be neat to see. You know what I mean?
Retro cardum, yeah.
And honestly, Tim, when you said that about the head sculpt, it is the best classified head sculpt. Like,
awesome.
It is. And it has the best paint. Like everything is so on.
I think they went all out because they had to prove like, okay, we're now getting to real G.I. Joe shit.
Yeah. This is also here's a self
Hell yeah, Ken. That's how you play that game.
Self plug.
Someone's grandma.
I don't often rewatch my own toy hunts, but there's a couple here and there I still go back and watch every now and again. This is one of them that I rewatch because this is one of those, like you said, we chased them, Jerk. This is like I did the DPCI on like whatever Brick Finder or Pop Find or wherever it was, and they were in stock, and it was like Cannonball Run, like get in the car right after work, 90 mile an hour to Wilkes-Barre. Do you have it? Here's the DPCI. Please check again. Here's a photo. And walking away with it, I was so happy. So Yeah.
Oh, the whole line. Everybody but Roadblock for the or what is it? Cobra Island.
Yeah.
Like they were all motherfuckers. Every one of them. Even Beachhead was a motherfucker for a
Beachhead,
long
yep.
time. And they were all the best figures at the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and
Good
that was
question.
the only way to get a Cobra Trooper was
Yeah.
because they didn't put him out until after.
And that's still the best Cobra Trooper in my estimation from what I've seen. That's still great.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. I think Cobra Commander is going to be next. Right now, I'm dying to know. He was a mail away, right? And then we were kids.
It was only Hooded. Only
Hooded was mail.
Yeah.
Now I know people that loved this fucking figure, and I know people that hated this figure. So now that we're adults, we're kind of adults. I want to know the consensus on this particular look for Cobra Commander.
This is the one I wanted to talk about that I earlier in the video asked about, because I had this one as a kid, and honestly, it confused the crap out of me because as a kid, I didn't realize that they transitioned to this look for him.
Yeah.
But I look at it upon fondly, looking back at it because I thought it was neat as a kid. But this is where I was going, Jerk. Like if they're already at this version of Cobra Commander, which is a pretty far reach to put this one out there. Nostalgia was standing. That's where I was like, it kind of clicked in my brain. Like, how much longer do they have to go? Because
I see.
we're at this guy already,
Well, I think they give it.
Wait,
third time.
He changed
You
his
got
picture.
4 tits. And now you get bring that back up, Jerk. Goddamn you!
That wasn't me. That's
wait.
Skelly.
Skelly.
You're taking the boobies away, Skelly.
Oh wait, here.
Fans
I'll
love
add
those.
The man's giving us
Oh wow,
4
he changed again.
breasts. What a fucking
Bless
Ross
you.
of the Raw.
Bless you.
Tim,
And,
Tim, that's a great point though. We this figure came out late in the line, but I agree with Jerk. I think we got at least 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, and honestly, to go back to the point that you said, they have put out too many Snake Eyes, so you can keep putting out Cobra Commander because you know what I mean. And this, honestly, everybody had this one, and it did confuse the shit out of everyone because, like, even when I watched the cartoon as a kid, I was like, he's a snake man. Why is he? Why does he have flesh colored eyes in there? Like, I didn't think that the dude had normal eyes. So, like, even the flesh paint around the eyes confused the fuck out of me. And that tube on his head, you lost in like 5 seconds.
Now, give me the fridge now, damn it! Give me the fridge and Rowdy and Rowdy Piper 2-pack. I will fucking.
We'll get there. I think they'll get there with that shit, man. I think the fridge
that 2-pack will fucking. If that was a 2-pack, man.
No, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. They would just kill us on that.
Right. Okay.
All right. I think. Hang on. I got to take this down for a second.
Take it down.
Hang on 1 second. I gotta see. I don't.
What are we doing now? We.
Oh wait. We still got. We had some reveals. This is fucking lazy as fuck, but looks right on the money. He comes with jack shit. Nothing new, but nothing new. There's nothing new. Like not a new accessory. So, it's fun. This is a very iconic version of him, and I think they fucked it up. Like the top of his head doesn't look right. Like his goggles are too far up on his head, and the top of his head doesn't look right. So hopefully they fix that because it looks off to me completely. What do you got? What do you got?
My Snake Eyes will forever be Commando Snake Eyes, but I don't hate this. I would probably buy it if I saw it on shelves, one of them deals. I didn't pre-order this though. You can't pre-order this though, right?
I don't think so. I think it was just render review.
I don't need this in my life. Yeah. But if I see it on a peg at Target, I'll probably pick it up.
It'll get me. It'll get me.
Yeah. It's one of them figures that I don't need, but if I see.
Even with the stupid head, like they
may fix it. That's what the print says. So
yeah, I hope they do. It's a fun version. I think this was one of the last GI Joes I got as a kid. So, and I think I have the original
Sci-Fi. I know for Sci-Fi. think was my last. Sci-fi and that other guy
Which
that
one?
had weird.
The version 1 or 2?
What was the guy that had like fucking weird like satellite dishes that plugged into like his knees and elbows?
I forgot his fucking.
He was one of my last ones as well.
Red blonde hair.
Yeah, he was weird.
I always forget his fucking name.
He was one of my last Joes as well. And then it was
I
on
love
to
it.
fucking.
They had an army of communications guys.
Yeah,
Joe. Yeah, there we go. Psych Out.
Psych Out. He was one of my
I
last.
remember it. All right, and then I knew this was coming.
Thank you.
It sucks that it's Amazon exclusive. I think it's really. I think it's cool that Young Hawk's in there, so you get your original. You know what I mean? So,
sure, but they should put like Flash in with these. You know, just knock them all out. You know,
people will walk from the line as soon as they do it. So they're gonna stretch it out, and they really nailed you on fucking Hawk, though, man. Like you got to get them from Amazon, and you have to buy them with a fucking. You know,
well, this is
system, you know what I mean.
At least this fleshes out your little collection because it really, if you went all in.
Yeah, I mean, I have it painted in another color, and I mean that's just Grunt with like a different overlay and head, but you know.
And even with this offering too, the blast effects are great. I mean, it's one of those things where you can mix and match and swap things around, so you're getting a lot of value there. That's something that they've done well over the maturity of this line, is adding in those different blast effects and things like that can plug in.
And I mean, that thing's fucking huge. Let me grab the other one.
He's grabbing the other one. The other one is the one that hooks up to the hiss, right? There it is. Look at the man has it at the ready.
Well, I have the table with the vehicles and shit, but
well, I was just giving you credit.
Well, you're thank you, buddy. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, it's
Red Rocket.
Yeah, just this.
It's like my dog's dick in your hand.
Yeah, so you got. I mean, it isn't small. You know what I mean? Like the thing is fucking huge.
It is. I wish I had that. I didn't think I was getting a hiss tank, and I'm envious of your Red Rocket.
Well, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, it's a beaut.
It's a beaut clock. But I do like the deco on the missiles, and they did do a good job, at least on the paint. So we'll give it to them. All right. And I like that they do the original colors. So
fucking dog.
Thanks, Rowdy.
Yeah. Now, is this that much different from the, maybe the deco on the chest? It doesn't look that much different. I'm
not getting anything like maybe on the accessories. You see how they have like burn, like and like scorch. I think it's nice on the deco. I think it's just so people can get them again.
I want a few more bats, so I probably.
Oh, and they didn't come with the red faceplate.
Oh, red visor. That's right.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, Derek.
Well, see, I've fucking kit bashed them so many times that like I have a red head on one of my bats. You know what I mean? Because it came with one of the versions. So I think it's fun if you missed it. So
the bats are probably one of the coolest fucking.
Oh, they're the best, dude. Yep. I always buy two when they make a bat. I have to have like two for.
The funny thing about people that get on us for buying nostalgia. I saw someone there's a huge video on YouTube right now that has over 50,000 views about why we buy it for nostalgia, and I didn't even bother to watch it because I know why I buy it.
Me too.
It's unfucking beatable. This design there's nothing out there now that looks as fucking cool as this. So
not only that,
it's not nostalgia for me. It's right.
I love it.
Since I've gotten out of military too, I've had to stop watching the G.I. Joe like 24-hour live stream cartoon because anytime they show like 30 bats on screen at once getting slaughtered by Slaughter, I'm like, I need more bats.
Yeah.
So I can't watch it anymore because it makes me make bad decisions.
Skelly, you want to bring up Bobby?
Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much as always. Thank you so much.
You know what you are? You're one of those little fancy lads, aren't you? Boy, you're cute. Gosh, what a sweet little outfit. Is it your little spring outfit? You couldn't be cuter. You're so adorable. Oh, my.
Thanks, buddy. Much
Yeah,
appreciated,
hell yeah.
as always. And then the home run of home fucking runs. A fucking green shirt, finally.
Yep.
So,
I think
I'm not
Lauren's
gonna
kinda
I'm not gonna need more than one. You know what I mean? It's fun.
I want. Oh, I gotta have two. I gotta have the fucking white dude.
Oh
and the black dude
yeah,
running around.
that's true. That is true. But it's perfect. The loadout's perfect. Weapons are perfect. Like I
Looks
have
good.
nothing to complain about. It's a basic army
Yeah.
builder. So
And that's what many of us had when we first got into GI Joe as kids. Is like little generic green shirt guys. Yeah.
yeah. So I like it.
This was
All
a good.
right.
This was a good little showing for them. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
who you are, what you hate, what you're into. This was a good little.
Yeah,
show for them.
they know how to bring it. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say they don't, because
Look at Skelly.
it was
Skelly, your
a-
hair. I didn't. You know, you've been small
You're
all night,
like-
Skelly.
You're
You
so
look-
radiant.
You look great.
Lighting.
Yeah.
It's just the lighting.
Okay.
You're
She's so
making her
modest.
blush.
Aw.
All right.
All
What
right.
you got now for us, Jerk? What do you got?
All right. I do have. Hang on here. Let me get to our little branding station here. I always move stuff around, but let's get on with our pig warmers.
This deal is getting worse all the time.
Oh, we're going online peg warmers. This will be.
Yeah. You got me now. Now I go
This
look at
isn't on shelves.
Yeah, but
This
you
is
know,
the whole wave for $77.
They cannot get rid
Listen,
of
let me
wave
tell you
one
something.
for
I will-
$77.
Let me defend this, Jerk.
Hal, you are great too. Look at you go.
Let me defend this wave right here, because I have that Cobra Command. I actually have all four of them.
I have all of them too, and I
If
don't
you
like 'em all.
if you have a shelf with Lino, He-Man, Skeletor, a nice chunky big Optimus, this is the Duke in the
Yes,
Cobra
it
Commander.
works.
It's separate from my classified stuff, and it looks so much. It's a lot of fun. It's your 80s shelf. It's at this price. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. The Cobra Commander is excellent. It's just, the scales. But if you put them next to 7-inch Motu, 7-inch Super 7 Lino, it's very fun.
Yeah,
And
like
that's
they
what I'll say.
fit. So I got it. I definitely
Yeah.
see it.
This
Oh,
is a
I've seen them
crazy
in-
price.
It is absolutely.
Super 7 has to be the worst investment in toy fucking history.
Yeah, whoever gave him that like $20 million like money injection is probably like, God damn you.
Yep.
All right,
brutal.
let us move over to.
Let's all go to the lodge.
Well, I got two for you right now. Star Wars Episode 3. F***ing sucks. 89 Batman. F***ing moves. Ooh!
I want everybody's take on this because I watched the trailer today.
Oh,
What do you think, Gaines?
So little Peter is in this suit? Is he like? I don't
Yeah.
understand how this is Dinklage.
Dude, he's tiny.
Oh, he's
They
tiny.
They showed him like come in with a mop and like smash somebody's lower jaw off and rip a bad one-liner, and I was like, this. I don't need the trauma cheese in real movies. You know what I
No.
mean? Like, and that's what they're going full trauma, dude. Like, and there's a reason why this movie's been buried for a year. I don't think it's recoverable.
I don't think you can do Toxic Avenger without seeing boobs and guys' dicks getting ripped off, and it's just a movie that was meant for that era. And this looks like a really cheap costume. I got to watch it first. Like,
Yeah,
I
I'm
do
not-
spoke for it. So if it's fun, I'll come back a few months later and be like, hey, I fucking thought it was fun.
Yeah,
I
I
love
mean,
Trauma.
We all love Trauma. Jersey Company.
Yeah.
They're
I
nuts.
love-
They do things,
I love Trauma in my past. Can I sit down and watch a Trauma
What
film?
about like
today?
Nukem High and
Yeah.
the first
Nukem
Toxic
High.
Avenger?
Okay, Nukem High and Citizen Toxie I
Romeo
can
and
watch.
Juliet.
Well, Tromeo and Juliet, I've seen. I don't know how I feel about that.
What about
but,
the first Toxic Avenger? I think that whole is fun as fuck.
It does, but like they were trying to make a real movie, and that's where the Troma style came from. Like, so they thought they were making like the greatest movie in the world.
Yeah, real comic.
Then they
book
were
film
making
movie.
that, and then everybody's like, "This is a piece of shit," and the guy's
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Supposed to be.
I'm making my style." But
Yeah.
the only other one I could watch is Sergeant Kabuki Man. Like I still like
love that
Sergeant
one
Kabuki Man.
too.
So, and then there is one where Toxie and Sergeant Kabuki Man team up, and I think that's Citizen Tox. So I could watch those together, but that's about it. So,
But this is getting clowned, and everyone has and the Raw Dogs. A lot of them seem to have just seen this now. Everyone is like, "Why the fuck does it look so weird?"
yeah, I don't know why they needed
looks like
to
a toy.
remake it.
It looks like a rubber suit. It is a rubber suit.
Oh, it looks
looks like-
really bad when he's in it too, dude. Like when he's moving around, it's like Batman 89. His neck isn't moving, So, but I only saw like the little preview where he comes into a room and like smashes a dude's face off with the mop, and I thought it looked horrible. it looks like a trauma movie. So, had to bring that one in there.
When punks were still bad guys.
What's up?
Like all the bad guys were like punk rockers and metal.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, but that's the part of the time,
I hope there's still. I'm excited to see if they still add that in there like that.
Oh, like the fucking crazy. Yeah, that would be funny as hell. All right, we got one more coming in. We got a Watto deal.
What have I done? Quit paying attention to my dick nose. And look at this stupid toy I found for you for cheap. You better buy it, or I'll turn your mother into a sex.
Never
got me tonight. Oh, that shit got me tonight.
This is a deal.
This is a good deal, and it's a good likeness to a very beautiful lady who
incredible figure too. Yeah. Meg Foster, right?
Meg Foster. She was in They Live and Motu and horror movies.
So many classes.
This is a good deal. $20 is a steal if you haven't gotten this. And what's cool about this line is only like 5 figures, so you'll be done.
Yep. Well, Skeletor is horribly expensive.
Well, don't shoot their dreams.
I need him. He's the only one I don't have.
I saw that so many times. I saw it so many times early, and every time I'm like, "Oh, it's Target. It's going to be $10 in a couple of months."
No, dude. Yeah,
gone.
Yeah, and the He-Man what's funny is Tim. The He-Man, long game backfired on you there. Yeah. Pegworm because he had that big ugly head.
That's what I thought. I was in Tim's boat. I was like, I'll see you at Ollie's, Skeletor.
Dude, you know where I got Skeletor at? The Newburgh Toy Show.
You summon up.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll find one this weekend.
Yeah, this is a great deal, though. This is a good,
or next
solid
weekend.
Figure.
Sorry, not this weekend. I don't want to fuck with people. Oh, we gotta.
You don't look that different.
That's the sound of the beast.
Well, the jerk store called. They're running out of you.
Tell me this motherfucker doesn't look like a super villain.
Was this St. Patty's Day? Is that why he's wearing the green?
I have no fucking idea, man. I just saw people clowning this picture, and I was like, he looks like a motherfucking super villain.
Yeah, like Batman.
He won't go away. He just won't go away. Just go away.
I heard
Fade away.
I heard rumors of a new wrestling thing coming from him with like Fox Network or something.
I don't.
I'm hearing rumblings.
I can't imagine any wrestlers who would sign with that promotion at this point in time. Like he's just trying to stay as relevant as possible. That he just needs to go away. Just let it end.
He won't. He's a super villain. He's got tons of money and influence, and he could pay anybody to just come into his stupid wrestling. There's one idiot out there like Hulk Hogan who would do it. You know what I mean? They'd be like, "Oh, I owe everything to you, Vince. I'm going over." So To me, I think he's a fucking idiot. I think he's been a fucking idiot forever. And I think the reason why you guys like wrestling so much is because he's fucking gone now and not writing the shit anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
You
So-
watch your mouth, jerk. He
I
was-
know.
I loved him when he was an announcer. We didn't know he was the owner.
Oh, he was the best when
He
they
was-
used to like
he re-
clown him for being like the new guy. Like that
Give
shit
him-
was
I'll give him
hilarious.
credit for that. He
Great
you know,
announcer.
he knew that if he came out of the gate as the owner, people would probably hate him. Hate
Yep.
the show
Yep.
too. But
Yep. He played it right.
he's a
He
schmuck.
played-
Get him out of here.
He played it right almost until recently. So.
Yeah.
All right. And hang on. We can blow through this really quick. So let us bring up our top 5 animated features.
Who's first? Timmy?
Well, this would be Tim, you, me, as usual.
Is theme this week best our favorite animated films, and we always have to do like a you know, what's the thing? An asterisk, because there's a lot of great animated movies. So
yes.
how
And
did you guys
also-
how did you guys approach this? Just the ones you've watched the most, the ones you think are like theatrically the best. How did you approach this?
I threw a dart.
Threw a dart.
That's it. I
So
threw a
how
dart,
this
yeah.
you did what Hasbro does for pricing. You just throw a
Yeah,
dart at
exactly.
the-
I just
yeah.
threw a dart. Yeah.
Well, I don't watch a lot of anything anymore, and animation is something I haven't watched in a really long time. So I had to go down like memory lane
Okay.
and like look at my movie collection, and I was like, I gotta go by what I watched the most. So that's what I did, but I also stayed away like last week from anything so there's no overlap.
Okay.
You know, so you guys have things that might have been on my list, but I wanted to keep it fresh because I'm the only one that does know everybody's picks. Because now we keep it separate to keep it fun and no influence. So you
All right.
know. So Tim, take it away, sir.
Yeah, I wasn't as scientific. I kind of somewhat jest by throwing the dart, but I kind of was like, what have I watched the most last 5 years versus like what gives me the feels, you know, because I grew up watching a lot of animation. I don't watch much animation anymore unless it's a comic book thing I want to check out. So you're not going to see any like crazy like sci-fi stuff that people might have watched. I probably haven't seen. So with that said, I love this comic book. I bought both discs for this part 1 and part 2 when they came out. I've watched this close to 10 times.
I like it too. I like it a lot too.
Yeah, it's topical. We don't get political here, but like it's just topical because a lot of things hit close to home nowadays if you watch this now. And again, it's a fun watch, it's a fun read. I enjoy the hell out of it, and it's some of the very few Mcfarlane toys I have in my collection was this line. So yeah, I loved it. We're keeping it short. I'll keep it short. I love it.
Yeah, I didn't really like it because I didn't like the animation style, but Peter Weller
kills
as fucking the Dark Knight couldn't have been better.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it is good for their animated movies. So I'll give it that. I didn't like how they broke it into 2 parts, though. That drove me insane. All right, the toy games.
I, you know, this was pre-internet. You know, the internet was around, but not as big as it is now. So there was no spoilers. You didn't know what, you know, there was trepidation is the word, going into the theater to see can I sit through a fucking 2-hour South Park cartoon? And the first 5 minutes in, when they fucking started cursing and the song was about cursing, the whole theater fucking fell out.
Yeah.
And for a cartoon to do that is something special. And the songs fucking kick ass. You know, Saddam Hussein fucking Satan is nuts. The whole theater, like, it was a really good watch, really good memory for me. Is it one of the best animated films? Obviously not.
Oh,
but
it's one of the funniest ever fucking.
But it's hilarious, and it was a good time, and you could pop it on now and still get a bunch of laughs. So credit to Credit to them for having the balls to make a movie like this and put it in theaters.
I don't think I've ever laughed so hard at a movie in the theater in my life.
In the theater, right?
Like I couldn't breathe at certain points. I was
Yeah.
laughing so hard. Yeah, this was a great
HGC just mentioned what you said. He left. Finish the start.
Just fucking dying. Yeah, like
it was.
You knew what you were getting into, but you didn't know how far
right.
And they took it like further than anything you've ever seen. It was
absolutely
amazing. All right. I love Cowboy Bebop, and I know the movie is not great, but it is like an extended episode, and it just fits into the lore perfectly, and the animation is fucking amazing, and
And soundtrack.
Yeah, well, that too. But all this guy's like every project he's ever worked on revolves around music. So the Samurai Champloo had like hip hop, and this has like the jazz. So I really like how it all comes together. And the animation in this movie is fucking flawless. But like I said, the story, it's probably one of the more just not the greatest stories, but still a great one. So that is where I leave that shit. Tim, this is a great one. I would have.
This is controversial, but who gives a fuck about it? I thought about this too.
Me too, but I was like, I wanted to do Cool World, but I was like,
well, here's the thing.
There's too many. It's not really.
But Jerk,
it's a hybrid.
The animation is what took so long, and it was so fucking. The anime. I'm sorry, Tim. It's your movie, but I'm just.
You're fine.
The cartoon parts is what make the movie. So.
Oh yeah, I agree, no doubt. But
this is a great
because it had live action. I stayed away.
Well, Tim, tell us about your pick. I'm sorry.
I'll start by talking about a different movie. So somebody's put in the comments, Howl's Moving Castle. I never would have seen that until a coworker showed it to me a few years ago. That's the sort of animation I would never watch on my own, but it was awesome to watch. But back to this, I'll leave it short and simple because we're trying to blow through this. Like Brian said, I think the hybrid option's amazing the time it came out. But the thing is, what really hits close to home for me is you're never probably ever going to see all these same animated characters in the same property ever again. The fact that they found a way to broker a deal to get all these different animated characters, you won't see it nowadays.
Never.
Because companies hang on to their IP so tightly. So that's my main reason, honestly.
Special time for cinema.
Yeah, the end of that movie is incredible when all the Acme, like Warner Brothers, and all the Disney characters are together, and Porky Pig takes you out, and then Tinkerbell does her thing. Like,
and
it was
and
just
Jerk,
masterful.
It had all us 14-year-old boys wanting to fuck a cartoon, which is crazy.
Yes, that too. They knew the formula. So, this is almost the perfect movie. I love it so much. I totally agree. Gaines, you threw me for a loop with this one. It's really good. It is.
Really
I
good.
just didn't think about it.
Well, I watched this with my daughter probably 30 times, and it was. I showed it to her because I didn't want to watch Disney shit with my daughter. She's never seen Frozen. I don't give a fuck about Frozen. Shove it up your ass. I wanted my daughter to see things that I could at least watch with her and not fucking roll my eyes the whole time.
Yeah,
she ended up loving it to the point where we had to watch it every fucking night. So, but it's such a beautiful movie, and it's a little bit of balance of surrealism and horror, a little touch of horror in there. It's a really good watch. If you've never seen it, I recommend. NECA actually made good figures for it.
Perfect.
I really adore this film, especially since, my daughter loves it too.
On a side note, I'll hijack your movie real quick because you hijacked
Do
mine.
it, Tim.
Is that I will throw this out there, not this film in particular, but a similar situation. My niece and nephew on A Tizzle's side, they are obsessed with Rango.
Yeah,
and I didn't pick Rango, but I almost did because of the fact they went through like a solid year where every single day they watched Rango. They were obsessed with it. So similar to you, Gaines.
Yeah, it brings you closer to a family member. Of course, it's going to mean something to you. Like real quick, Grease is not a movie I love, but I watched it with my brother because he couldn't afford cable when I met him, so we had to watch Grease every day for the fucking whole summer. So,
Same.
so I love Grease because of that. Yeah,
That's a good movie. Lots of fun shit. It's the only time I believe that like 35-year-olds are in high school. The only time. You know, they're like, you know,
oh yeah,
Rizzo looks older than my mom.
Ease up, Kaneki. You're gonna go to prison.
All right, this is a real fucking weird one, but
I don't even know what this is.
Looks so cute.
Remember a while back, I had this guy, the anime guy, flying in his underwear, and he catches that spaceship, and his spine explodes. That's what this is from. I would not recommend part 1, part 3, or part 4, but part 2 is one of the funniest fucking movies I've ever seen. It basically pokes at like pop culture. Like her dad is Superman. They don't say it, but you see him like fucking like ironing like his Superman suit, and she could basically like kick over a building, the redhead. And it is the oddest fucking thing. I can't really explain it to you other than it is just one of the most bizarre things you will ever see, and you will laugh your ass off the entire time. So,
okay, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it is beyond strange. So I would recommend it to anybody.
I knew you would have something weird. So
this one, yeah, and it's only because I saw it when I was really young, and I thought it was one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. Like,
okay,
like her dad basically, like, yeah, I can't. I'll sit here for like 5 hours trying to explain an hour and a half movie. All right, Tim, go right ahead.
Shrek. Look at that fucking.
I had to throw Shrek in there. Again, when it came out, the voice acting in it, the music in it, just Eddie Murphy as Donkey. It's just, and the fact that I remember watching this, and I can't recall what year it came out, but I remember watching it, realizing like there's the kid jokes and there's the adult jokes, and I really like what a good animated movie does both. You know, Disney, you're not going to get too much of that. Maybe now more than you used to, but when they layer it, no pun intended for the onions thing, it's nice when you can take your kid to see something and they get the kid jokes, but there's jokes that go over their head that are meant to deliver to the adult audience, which hits in a different way. So I had to throw it in there. I think they did a great job with it.
I hope the sequel is okay. I really hope it's okay, because this is a fun film.
Yeah, I liked Eddie Murphy in him. He was so good. So yeah, the first one is really fun. I like the first.
If you haven't seen the Halloween special, check it out. It's a lot of fun too.
All right, Gaines. I knew one of us was gonna pick it. This definitely would have been on my list. So.
All right. I mean, there's not too much. Like, if you haven't seen Akira, it holds up.
It's an experience. That's all.
It's a movie. What I love about Akira, and what I love about almost anything I see visually, it could be a Van Halen music video to Akira.
Mm-hmm.
I like when there's so many things I can look at, and each time I watch it, I'll notice a billboard or something even on the ground. It's so rich with detail, the world,
and not only that, they actually animated at a higher frame rate, which means they drew more pictures per frame. And that is why no other movie will ever look as good as Akira. Like, no hand-drawn cartoon will ever look better than Akira.
And it's so,
they up the frame rate, and that is why it looks incredible.
And to this day, people put things. There's a new video game coming out for Neil Druckmann for Sony. It's like in space, and it's heavily inspired by Akira. Right away, you could tell from the jacket she's wearing to the stickers on the her spaceship.
Yeah,
it's a must watch.
And not only that, this image is like the most like fucking repurposed image I've seen.
It was right, and what's cool about it, he's not. There's no real main hero, so you'd think he's the main hero. He's really not.
There's no main protagonist,
right?
Really.
he's
kind of
a
him and
douche. Yeah.
Tetsuo, like
Yeah.
where one glides through life and the other one, is handed the worst of the worst. So.
Yeah, brilliant film. Highly recommend if you haven't seen it. It's if you're not, listen, I'll say this. This is my biggest compliment to the film. I don't really like anime. I don't like Dragon Ball. I don't give a shit about tentacle porn. But I love Akira. So that's a testament to how good
it's special.
Yeah,
it's like nothing else. Like it's like watching a Stanley Kubrick movie. Like,
absolutely,
it's an experience. So, all right, and then
another big one.
Ninja Scroll is just a fucking flawlessly awesome action movie that's like above rated R. There's some brutal stuff in it, but all in all, like the story, the animation, the pacing, everything is fucking awesome. I've never seen the TV show. I've never seen anything else.
I don't know if anime is lame. It's just not my thing.
No, you got to see the right things.
Right. Ninja Scroll is top tier. Ghost in the Shell, but
I'm talking movies, not TV series. Like Ninja Scroll, the TV series, I wouldn't know. I don't care. The movie is amazing.
Yeah.
So, and Jubei is like, forget it. Like, he's so iconic that even fucking what's his name, Robo, like his toy company, the Foosh, made their own generic Jubei.
No, right.
So
yeah.
Whoa, that's mine. I don't know why that's there. There we go. I think the slideshow got out of order.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
No, I grew up a Disney kid. I don't deny that. So unlike Gaines showing Coraline, I was watching all this crap when I was a kid. So I have a soft spot. Peter Pan is just freaking amazing. It's just fun. It's all the feels, and they have Disney toy box figures, so I had to buy those too. So
that's cute.
Yeah. I got Peter Pan. I got my Captain Hook up there. I was going to move him because he falls over all the time. So, they're fun little Disney toy box figures. But
nice.
It's Peter Pan. It's good stuff. So a lot Disney heavy in my life growing up as a kid. So fun stuff.
Oh, here's a Disney film. Tim,
this is the only one I like.
WALL-E is now.
I love this movie.
I like Incredibles. I like Toy Story. I love Up, but WALL-E is something a little different. It's sad at first, but then it gets kind of funny. Then it gets a little fucking like eerie as far as their take on where society is going. There's a lot of layers to it. It's not just a fucking goofy robot, making you laugh. It's deeper than it looks. It's very well done. I watch it about once a year, and I always almost forget how fucking good it is. And
just awesome.
Pixar is never going to do another movie this fucking good.
It's the only Pixar movie I like.
Oh,
I saw this and I was like, this is a great movie. I want to get a little WALL-E, but
they made one, but they did make a decent WALL-E, but he's not little. He's kind of a weird scale.
That's the problem. I just want him like droid size, like how big he's supposed to be in scale. So
it definitely was their peak writing. It's very well done.
Yeah.
And this is a fucking badass movie.
This is a banger, man. It is.
Everything. I almost put this on the list, but I've only seen it twice. But
I've watched it a bunch, man. I hate how they kill Bazooka.
No, but dude,
but damn, it's so good.
It felt like a movie, though. Movies should have consequence. Movies shouldn't be like you can make 50 of them.
It's the perfect way to reintroduce G.I. Joe to people, and they just dropped the ball by never making any more of it.
What was your first viewing of this? Like, do you remember?
Somebody told me they were like, dude, they made like the craziest G.I. Joe thing you've ever seen. And I was like, all right, I'll watch it. And then like 15 minutes in, I'm like, oh yeah. God. I'm like, this is so fucking awesome. Yeah. I wasn't keen on all the voice acting, but
the little things that were, I agree.
It felt like G.I. Joe was about to be relaunched. Like, I was like, oh my God, this is how you spearhead the shit. And then they never did anything.
True. I never went.
But I went anywhere, man.
I came home late one night and I popped on Cartoon Network. I was like, what the fuck? G.I. Joe? What am I looking? Thought I was reading something and I thought I was hammered. And I was like, holy shit. I had a roommate at the time. I was like, dude, you got to pop on fucking Cartoon Network. And we lost our fucking shit, man.
Yeah, it was so good. I couldn't believe it just because of how many times they tried to
This
do
was done
G.I.
right.
Joe again.
This wasn't no Sigma 6 bullshit. This was
this was like hardcore. They were like, we're gonna try one last ditch effort to get adults back in the G.I. Joe. And they did. I mean, they made figures for Resolute, but like they just should have made a movie like every 2 years like this. You know what I mean? Like it was too long. It did not overstay its welcome. They redesigned everybody to look more up to date. Like they did everything right and they just fucked it up. All right. And there we go.
I love this.
This is a fun one.
You picked some great ones, man. Oh, let me bring you up.
Super 7 got me for full price on these sons of bitches.
That one's nice though. He's decked out. He's decked out.
Tim, I bought all their Conan shit because that nobody else is ever gonna make it. Yeah, or I thought, you know what I mean? I thought,
yeah, it's just a fun movie, and again, like Disney kid, blah blah blah. But this is like the epitome of a spring movie. Like every Easter-ish, like every April, I watch this every year. If anything, just to see the rooster play in the freaking, harp, whatever the hell it is. It's just fun. It's just Disney fun. It's one of the best Disney movies they've made. I'm shocked it never actually got its own ride somewhere.
As well.
I can't believe it never got its own ride somewhere, but I love it. I'll leave it at that. And we're trying to get through. So
it is a great one. It is a great one. Gaines, this was out of fucking nowhere, bro. Like, I haven't seen this in like 1,000 fucking years.
If every once in a while when I'm having a little trouble sleeping, and not saying that because it's a boring film, I've seen it like 50 times. I pop it on, and if you watch it in like a sleepy state of mind, it'll keep you up because there's the soundtrack. First of all, if you're into 90s hip hop, has been sampled to death from everyone from KRS-One to Mac Miller to Big Pun. So the soundtrack is fucking amazing. The story is kind of similar to Planet of the Apes, where humans are like the size of fucking like not ants, but caterpillars almost. The aliens are fucking massive, but all they do is learn all day. So eventually, I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's a fucking, and I like the English dub too. I think the English actors killed it. Great film. It's a must watch. A lot of people think you need to be high or stoned. I don't smoke weed. I just drink a little wine, get a little tipsy, and it's not like a thrill ride or anything, but it's very fucking good. And the animation is beautiful. Is wild. It's almost like paper cutouts walking around.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
yeah. If you haven't seen it, it's gonna be a fucking treat because and I think it's on YouTube.
Criterion has it, so whoever has
Criterion, it's $80.
Well, no, I think HBO Max has it.
Okay, so if you have it, I'm telling you, it's a different one.
It's just a beautiful piece to see if you like animation from that time period. It's like, it's a must watch, like Fire and Ice, Hobbit,
sure,
stuff
absolutely.
like that. Like it falls into that category. Heavy metal. Like you should see this. Felix the Cat. I could keep going.
Is this where Jerk reveals that Fern Gully is his number one?
You knew it.
Was it Fern Gully? Nice.
Nope. My number one is the second Vampire Hunter D movie. It's just beautiful movie. Animation, action, storytelling, like it is just awesome. Like if you've only seen the original one, I love the original one. Like it is great, but the animation in Bloodlust is like top tier. Like it is probably, I would put it,
never seen it,
just a little under Akira, dude. If you haven't,
and this has a new cartoon coming out, I think too. Huh?
Yeah, somebody said that. I couldn't believe that. I was like, they're making another one, but I don't think it will be animated like this. The people who did Ninja Scroll Games did this.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
Like, and it looks even better, dude. So
this is a beloved franchise.
Yes.
So it's a lot of people's favorite. I hear it, I see it talked about all the time, and it's something I have to fucking check out.
Yeah.
Some things. I know I said I didn't like anime, but I love the Cure. Some things are so good.
They transcend.
Like, I'm not a psychedelic weirdo, trippy person. I don't smoke weed. I don't fucking do LSD. I never was into any of those things, but I love psychedelic movies. So some things, like you said, they transcend it.
Yeah. Gaines, watch this shit, man. You will be blown away. You'll be like, holy fuck. So I'm shocked nobody's made another figure of him. I have the original ones that are all like shitty articulation, but he's
same people who did the Fist of the North Star figures, I think.
Yes, very wonky.
Like they're all move all weird.
Yeah, his sword already broke and stuff. Like, he's a mess, man. But I have him somewhere. I gotta find him. So, but yes, I didn't even think about this movie for years until I had to sit down and do this list. And then I was like, well, I liked Vampire Hunter D. And then I'm like, fuck, there was that second one that was insane. And I watched it like 500 times. So, yeah, this is it. Skelly, you ever see Vampire Hunter D?
A very long time ago.
Which
I
one?
should watch it again. Both of them. And isn't there a new one?
Well, somebody said, I think.
Yeah, someone mentioned it. One of the dogs mentioned it.
I haven't seen it for so long that watching it is going to be like the first time again.
Nice.
Yeah, and animation, what's great about animation is you could do things. It's time consuming for the people that make it, but you can do a lot of things that you can't do in film, and that's why they're so fun.
I love them.
And this you could never do on film. Like this
wouldn't be right. Like Akira. If they did try to do live action,
well, not even that. I mean, his fucking hat's like, like 3.5 feet long. Like, I don't think they could nail that. Like, you could only do that kind of hat in a cartoon. So, but yeah, so that's our wonderful little list, and that was a lot of fun. I'm glad, Gaines, you're an animal with these lists, man. You're so good.
Thank you.
So,
thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thursday is my jam. I always have so much fun doing this fucking show. So another one in the books.
You know it, brother. You know it. So we'll wind it down.
Yeah. Figure it out, son.
Yeah, I feel bad. We already stepped on him. I was trying to keep it so.
All right, let's get out of here. Wrap it up.
All right, guys. Nothing to plug. I'm not doing Skeletron. I'm gonna do something different. So there is that, and we'll be back Monday with Ninja and Duarte. Skelly, you could say your goodbyes now.
Goodbye, everybody. It's nice.
Tim,
it's nice hanging out.
Hit him, Tim.
Disavowed action figures, YouTube, toy hunts, and other bullshit. Thanks for watching.
Gaines, take us home.
Yo, on the way out, Raw Dogs, if you can hit the fucking like button. I know we barely asked for it, but it helps this dopey algorithm. And we want to be on top of the charts, baby, like Casey Kasem. Number one is Grease.
And honestly,
Lizzie Newton-John.
And I'm getting so close to 6,000.
The motherfucker needs to hit 6K.
Yeah, just get me to 6K already, guys.
All right.
I don't know what's going on. So anyway,
go watch Figure It Out.
Yeah, exactly. Go watch our boys on right now. Good night, yo. And hit the ball.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical! Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe!
She's dead. Wrapped in plastic.
Now! Deep breath.
Yo, it's YoJoeJerk, ready to assert toy game slinging toys, pocket filled with pearls.
Jim Tobelson said they had to call in a hostage negotiator.
Yeah, well, Jim Tobelson's a fucking chatty Cathy.
Get on with it!
Drink your
milkshake. I drink it up. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things.
You tell that bitch we sent you here. How sorry I am I can no longer be her friend.
Just walk away. Your response.
Get over there! Shut your fucking mouth! Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Well, the jerk store called. They're running out of you.
Oh, great Odin's raven.